Hi, I'm Diane McKittrick, Kyle's mom.
I'm Jim McKittrick, Kyle's dad.
Kyle is a kid, very precocious, very smart.
Very athletic. He was on the swim team in high school, the diving team.
Into everything, played all the sports. There was never a dull moment, ever.
June 10th, 2018, I was on a motorcycle ride with my buddy and we drove down State Street. I hit my back brake. I laid my bike down on the right. I slid into my buddy on the left, and that's how I broke my neck.
The phone rang at midnight. It was his brother. And Mark said to me, Kyle's had a bad accident. You have to come down right away.
I was rolling through a hallway, and it was very much like in the movies. Bright lights. I remember the surgeon saying, I'm about to go through a 5-hour neck surgery. I think I just remember saying okay, and then I don't remember anything.
Up front, when they first come to the emergency room, it's all hands on deck. It's a massive mobilization of resources. You have trauma surgeons and emergency room physicians and anesthesiologists and a whole complement of nursing and respiratory staff.
Residents, nurses, techs available to help, as well as our charge nurse, resource nurse, and other nurses that can help support stabilizing Kyle when he comes in the room.
Everybody has a defined role in order to stabilize the patient and identify injuries.
He had broken his neck and that was impinging on his spinal cord, so he had a true spinal cord injury.
What's unique about Cottage being in the setting of Santa Barbara is a level 1 trauma center. In other words, this is the same level of care that we would provide trauma patients in any big city across the country.
If Cottage wasn't here for Kyle, the closest center that could handle his neurological injury would require a plane flight or a helicopter flight. And this is the type of injury that you could rapidly decompensate and die from.
I didn't really fully know what I was feeling because you hear one thing and then you're it's hard. I didn't think that I was going to be paralyzed, but I was. You don't think that it's going to happen to you until it does.
This type of neurological injury changes your body significantly, and so they have a significant uphill battle that they have to face, and it's incredibly complex.
The thing about spinal cord injury is that it affects every part of our lives. His hands, arms, his trunk, his legs, all is going to be affected.
In the rehab setting, you really need your family around. So if a patient can actually have their care here at Cottage in the Santa Barbara area, we can keep the patient close to home.
I had to relearn everything. Every day I was getting trained to live this new life. The entire Cottage crew was there for me every step of the way.
The staff at Cottage, they became our instant friends. Without them, it would have been very difficult for us to cope and move on.
It's not always what you do, it's why you do it. So that's what we talked about. Kyle, what motivates you? What motivates him was being part of a team, being fit and being active. So then you just start introducing things.
The sports are very important to me. It gives me a feeling of like being a part of something. When I get on my hand bike that I can ride around town, I don't even feel like that I use a wheelchair. I'm just out there cranking. I let something out.
He took this horrible situation and he turned it and he said, what can I do? What can I do in life? He comes weekly here into rehab and does peer visits. We do a junior wheelchair sports camp once a year. He now is our camp rugby coach and he brings so many people in.
To go through something like that and seeing now what he has been able to offer the community, I am humbled and super grateful that I was able to participate in his care.
I'm just so proud of who he's become and how he has excelled through all the help that he's gotten.
thank you is not even close to how I feel. Everybody has been on Team Kyle.
I want to thank the community for their ongoing support. Without that support, none of this would be possible.
As a parent, you worry about when you're gone. What's going to happen?
He will always have this community down here. He'll always have Cottage. We don't know of any better hands for him to be in.